Hi, welcome to SPJK Technosoft, your one-stop platform for IT trainings. Software Professionals Joint Collaboration is founded in the year 2010 by two IT-skilled professionals, Dr. Yashraj Kurasala and Mr. Srinivas Adappa, meaning to share and deliver knowledge on various technologies and courses related such as Big Data, Hadoop, AWS, Azure, Java, Python, Data Science, Machine Learning, Spark, Scala, Deep Learning, Hive, Pig, Testing, Quality and many more technologies online. This channel is useful for IT freshers and working professionals, so don't forget to subscribe our channel and press the bell button to get the latest videos weekly at the touch of your finger. Hi friends, welcome to SPJK Technosoft channel. This video presents basics of Python programming such as variables and types, basic operators, string formatting, conditions, loops and functions. So friends, happy learning with Python basics theory and practical.
Hello everyone, welcome to our channel SPJK Technosoft. In this video we are going to see Python Basics Part 1. So just to provide a Python overview, Python is interpreted, interactive and object-oriented high-level scriptum language. Python is designed to be highly readable. It uses simple English keywords. So we need to stress upon this, that it uses simple English keywords. So any person who even does not have a programming background can easily understand and then start using the Python coding. So moving ahead, these are some of the features. I won't say all the features, but some of the main features of Python: easy to read, easy to learn, portable, extendable, scalable and maintainable. And what we are going to learn today in this video is variables and types, basic operators which can be used in Python, string formatting, conditions. We are going to see if condition, loops, for loop as well as while loop we are going to see, and we're going to see basic functions, how we can create functions and how we can use it in Python language. So let me start the editor. Because I'm going to show you everything in practicality. So I am using Jupyter notebook as my editor. So there are various editors available in the market, and you can use any one of those like Eclipse or PyCharm. Anyone you can choose it in which you feel comfortable. If a lot of people, they use Eclipse because they're comfortable coding in Eclipse, because Java also supports Eclipse and some other languages also supports Eclipse. So I am using Jupyter notebook because it is I felt that it is more user friendly than most of the editors which are available in that. So we'll start with variables and types. So I have already created a code for that and I will explain you each and everything. So for numbers, so I've created one variable myInt1 and assigned a value 5. Okay, and in Python, if you want to view the values of print something, you need to use the print command. So I'm going to use the print command. So I will just remove this and let us use this. You see it is printing the value as 5. And if you want to know what is the type of that particular variable, we can use the print command with type, and then it will give what is the type of that particular variable. So in this case it is integer, so it is giving as a int value. Okay. So moving on to the next one, float. So I have created another variable where I have assigned a float value 8.0, and if I print this, it will give you the float value of 8. And just same as we have seen for the integer, we can also just type and see whether what type of variable is a my float, and it is saying as it belongs to the float class. Okay, and we can also assign, we can convert the integer value to float, like I have done that. So I have created a my float variable, and I am basically converting an integer value of 8 to a float value. And if you see, if I print that, it is showing 8.0, that is a float value of that. Okay, so like that we can create variables and we can assign different values. We can print that, we can use that in our programming, and we can also see the types of different variables we are using it. Also for string also, I have created one variable called mystr, and I have assigned a value in quotes. Okay, whichever values you are assigning in quotes, so by default Python will take it as a string only. Okay, so in our case, if you see the first one, if I print that, it is showing as hello. The second one, although it is a numerical value, but because I have given that in a quote, so it is showing me as a string value. You can see this class is string for this particular print command. Okay, and this were the variables and the types. There are a lot of other stuffs also which you can do. So we are just starting with the basics so that you understand what are the basic operators, or what are the basic things which we can do using Python programming language. So we will move on to other things. Now we will look into the basic operators. So start with arithmetic operators. I have assigned values to num variable, and what I have done basically, I said 2 plus 4 multiplied by 3 by divided by 4, and if we want to print that, you will see we're getting a value of 5. And here reminder, so whenever when we use percentage symbols, this means it is going to give the remainder of that. Okay, so 11 divided by 3, the remainder will be 2. So in our case, if I print that, we are getting the value of 2. Okay, so same arithmetic operators I can use for string also. You can see that I have created hello world one variable, and I am trying to assign two variables. So basically I'm trying to add two variables, okay, or two values into particular variable hello world 1, and when I print that, it will be a single statement hello world. Okay, so same for the string formatting. Okay, we have created one variable called as a name, okay, and assigned a value Raju. And if I print that, next example, we have created one variable as Raju, the other variable as 45. That is the age, which is the integer one, and when I'm using the print command, %s is used for the string part, and %d is used for the numerical, that is integer part. So we are using that, and when we print that, it is saying that Raju is 45 years of old. Like this, you can do the string formatting. Okay, and so we'll move on to the next one, that is basic string operations. I have again created one variable as a string one, where I have the value hello good morning, and if I want to print the length of the variable, I will get the total length of the variable is 20. Okay, and then the next example is that I want to know what is the index number of the value O, that is the first occurrence, this one. And if I print that, you see it is giving the fourth value because it is the fourth value. The reason it is saying 4, although here you can see it is the fifth value, because in Python the index start with the 0 value, zeroth index. Okay, so 0 is H, then 1, 2, 3, 4. Fourth is the O1. Okay, so this is how you can find the index of the particular value. Moving on to the next one, I want to count the number of L in this particular string. If I say enter, see there are 2 L's. And then another variable which I have created in Python, we have something called as a list, which is again a part of data dictionary. We are going to share that in our next videos. So there we can get the values in range. So what here it is saying that I want a range of characters from 3rd till 7th in this particular string. Okay, so now the third character here it will be, because as I mentioned that it will be starting, the index will be starting from the 0, so HELL, so that the fourth L. will be the third character because it starts with the 0th. So third to 7. So in our case, it should give L, O, comma, and the G. Okay, let us see. And we are going to see more about the list in our next video, where we are going to discuss about data structures. So this is how we can also have the range of the characters in a particular variable. And next example, I have used two functions. One is upper and lower. You can use these functions to convert the string into uppercase or the lowercase. In our case, you can see the first one has been converted to uppercase, the second one has been converted to the lowercase. Okay, so these were basic string operations. You can do a lot of stuff using Python Python operators basically. So this was a few of the things which I have told you just to get start up with the Python programming. So we'll move ahead with conditions. We'll see the Boolean values initially. So I have assigned one variable which is x, and to that variable I have assigned a value 9. Now there are three print commands. If you see, first one saying is x is equals to 9, means it's asking whether the x value is equals to 9 or not. In our case, it is true because x is having a value 9, so it will print true. In the next case, it is saying that x is equals to 3, whether x is equals to 3 or not. But in our case, it is false, so it will print false. And the third case, it is saying that x is less than 3. That is also false because 9 is greater than 3. So we will add one more so that we understand in a better way. Print x is greater than 3, so that it will print true. Let us execute this. You see, the first one is true, second one is false, third one is false, and the fourth one is true. Okay, this is Boolean conditions. Now if I go to if-else condition, you see I have created two variables. One is name, which is a string variable, and the other one is age, which is a integer variable. And if I compare this, if I am using the if statement, I am saying if name is equals Sham and age is equals 42. So both the conditions should satisfy, and here in our case it is satisfying it. So it will print the first value. Okay. Then again, if name is Raju or name is Shyam, so any of the condition is sufficing, then it will print either your name is Raju or Shyam. Okay. And same you can use in operator also. If name in, again I have used list Raju comma Shyam. Okay, so name is containing a value called Shyam, so any one of that, right, in Raju comma Shyam. So because it is containing a value Shyam, again it will print your name is either Raju or Shyam. Okay, then again this was regarding the strings which we have used in our if condition. Now we are going to use a numeric value where if you see, I'm going to use a value called 12 which is assigned to x. Now I'm comparing, I'm using if condition. If x is equals to 12, then print x equals to 12, else print x does not equals to 12. So in our case x is 12, so it is going to print x equals to 12. Now let me change the value so that else condition gets executed. Now if I execute this, it says that x does not equal to 12. Okay, so the else condition is getting executed. The syntax for if condition is that if the variable whatever you're comparing it, and the colon has to be there. This is how the Python if has been constructed. And in Python programming language, we don't have anything called as a curly braces or to differentiate between if conditions or different if conditions and else conditions. So indentation is very important for us. For example, if I just put that like this, you see, it will throw an error. Just 12. Just a second. X equals to, you see, because the indentation has to be there, as I told you, because once you put the colon, you come here and it should be, the next statement should be there where the cursor is blinking. Okay, so Indentation is very important, that you need to take care, otherwise it will throw an error. It says clearly, it is saying that expected an indented block. So each and every statement would be indented properly for either if or else statements. Now if I click yes, so it will come the values. Okay, this is how you can use if statements in Python. Now moving on to the next one, the loops. We'll start off with the for loop. So it's simple. Again, I have created a simple list of values and stored it in the xnum variable. Now I want to print all the values for var in xnum. Again, as I told you, indentation for anything loops, if statements or functions, whatever you're going to create or use it, indentation is very important. So we are going to print the values. See all the values it is coming. Now also there is one function called range. Range basically whatever we define the range inside, the values will be printed till that particular range. Okay. Now you see, as I told you, it starts with the 0 index. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 6 numbers. Okay. So the range is 6. So it will print from 0 to 5. Altogether, if you see, these are all 6 numbers. Okay. Then again, we can use it, the range function as in different ways. So this one like 3, 6. So it will print 3, then it will ignore the fourth one. Again, then it will print 3, and from 3 till the fifth one, because the range is 3, 6. So we are given the range as 3, 6. So it will start from 3 and then it will end at 5 because it starts with the 0th index. Okay. Let me just see. 3, 4 and 5. Okay. And again the next one, if you see here, what we have done, basically we have defined the range function and we have defined the order. That I don't want to print a sequential one, but we want to print every alternate number of that. So starting from 3 till 8, every alternate number should be printed. Now if you see, it has printed 3, then it has not printed 4, and then 5, then not 6, then 7. Okay. So like this, we can use the range function in our programming for different purposes. Okay. This was for loop. And while loop, like in many other programming languages, it has the same concept. I have created one variable, assigned value 0, and I want to loop that which is less than 7. You see, it will print till the 6th value starting from 0. Okay. These were loops, for loop as well as while loop. Now moving on to the functions. Def is the keyword to create any kind of function in the Python programming language. So I have created def my function. Okay. And again, as I told you, indentation is very important. And if I execute this, then I want to execute my function. Whatever is there in my function, this value is getting printed. Okay. Next one, I have created another function with arguments. And if I execute this, and I will execute the arguments, because username as well as greet both are, if you see, this is %s and %s, this is a string, right? So I have passed the values in string, and that will be passed in the function. Hello Yashraj, from my function, I wish you all hello. Okay. And again, this were for the string part. I have created one more function, which is a sum of two numbers, and I am returning those values. I will execute that. I will pass two values because I passed two arguments, and you see the sum of two numbers is getting executed. And so you can pass any values, it will automatically sum that and print that value in that. Okay, so this is how we can do some basic uses of different operators and different functions, different conditions, loops which are available in the Python. So today we wanted to cover the basics part. So just to start off with Python, and we have covered variables and types, basic operators, string formatting, basic string operations, conditions where we have covered if conditions, Boolean conditions, as well as we have seen how in operator works. Then we have covered the loops part, for loop as well as while loop. And then we have seen how the simplest of functions can be created and executed for both string values as well as the numerical values. So we are going to come up with some other videos where we are going to go in details of the data structure. Hope you have enjoyed the first part of Python basics. Please subscribe to our channel SPJK Technosoft for further updates and new videos. And keep watching for the updates. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your time. Please like and subscribe to this SPJK Technosoft channel to get more trending videos on latest technologies in IT and pharma industry for your amazing career. Goodbye and don't forget to subscribe this channel.
Today we are going to see about lists. Lists are nothing but it's a part of data structures in Python. So what we are going to learn today? Today we are going to learn about what are lists, how we can add items in the list, how we can traverse in the list, and how we can make deletions to the items in the list. So let me open my editor so that I can show you practically there. Yeah, so this is the editor. As I am using Jupyter notebook as my editor, and this is what I used earlier also in my previous videos because it is more interactive. So we are going to see how we can implement lists in Jupyter notebook. Just to reiterate what I have said earlier, you can use any of the editors which are available like Eclipse or PyCharm and any other editors. So list, as I mentioned, a list is a collection which is ordered and changeable. It is changeable, that is the reason it is known as mutable. In Python, lists are written with the square bracket or within square bracket. Okay, so just to give an example, I've created one list, my list, and I have items 1, 2, and 3. And I am going to print with the index number here. If I print that, you see it is going to get printed in this order 1, 2, 3. Okay, and suppose I want to add it or append, it's not addition but it's appending items in the list. So I can write like my list, this is the list name and this is the append function. Okay, my list append, and I am giving the values 10, 11 and 12. And if I say print my list, you see first let me print this and then print my list. So you will see 1, 2, 3, and at the end it has 10, 11 and 12 because I have appended. So it got appended at the end of the list. Okay, and we can see the same with the index number also, because first 3 index numbers it is 1, 2, 3, second 3 index number will be, last 3 index number will be 10, 11 and 12. So I can print this with the index number also. And as I mentioned earlier also, just to make sure that everyone understand, in Python the index number start with 0, so 0 the index. So if you have 10 elements, so it will count till 9, from 0 to 9. It is always n minus 1, just to understand and make sure that you keep this in mind. And so moving ahead, we can create list with the string values also, just as I have created a fruit list. Okay, so I have created a fruit list and I am printing with the range. So what I want to print from second till fifth element. The second element will be starting from 0, 1, 2, okay, cherry, and 3, 4, 5. So it should come till kiwi because this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's always print minus 1. Okay, so it has started from cherry and it has printed till kiwi. Okay, so when we give the range, it generally starts with that range, and 5 minus 1. So it won't print the fifth one, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It will ignore the fifth one because it's always print minus 1 the range. So it will print until kiwi. Okay. Same, I want to print the fruit list colon 4. So this time I am giving the range from colon as well as 4. So what I am saying that print the value till the fourth one. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So as I said, fourth value will be always regrowth because it's minus 1 minus whatever the value we are giving minus 1 that. So it has started from apple 0, 1, 2 and 3. It has printed till the third value. Okay. And then the same I want to print till from second till the end. So entire. So from the second value till the end. So the second value is 0, 1, 2. This is the cherry and till the end, that is mango. Because if I just give 2 column, this means I want to start with the second value from the list and till the end. Okay. Now we can also try the negative index. So what I am doing this, I want to print the fruit list from minus 4 till minus 1. So generally the last one is a minus 1. It will come minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4 like that. Okay. So let us print this and you see minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4 and it has to print till minus 1. But as I said that generally it ignores the last one and last but one it prints. So it has printed all these 3. Yeah. We can also try lists using the for loops to print the items in the list. So I printed again a fruit list which contains this many items and I want to use a for loop to iterate the fruit list. I have done this, you see, we are getting that. Okay. Same again I have created another list which is name list and created few string values, name values, that is Tarun, Aryan, Ram, Kiran and Sam. And once this is created, I am going to print that same. And then we can also use sort function, okay, to sort the names in the order. If I sort this and again I print the name list, just to print name list. So you see here it was unsorted order and now it is in a sorted order. Okay. Again I will create one more variable where I'm going to have both the numerical values as well as the string values. We can create a list in Python by using both numerical, float as well as string values. So I've created one which has both integers as well as the string values. Let us print this. Str num list print. Okay. Let me run this. Sorry, I did not run that. Then print it. So you're getting the values. Okay, Ram, Mohan, 1, 2, 3. Now I want to insert. Insert is a command where we can insert any values in a given particular index. So I want to insert one value in the 0th index. So I can say str num list dot insert 0th index and the value should be 1. If I run this, then if I run the str num list, you see here it was only Ram, Mohan, 1, 2, 4, and after that I said that at the 0th index, that is at the beginning I want to insert a value 1. Now after that you see it has been inserted. Okay, and I can remove. I want to remove the values from the list. Str num list dot remove 1. So I want to remove the 1 number. So the very first occurrence it will be removed. So if I run this and again if I want to print this, you see the first value which is 1, it has been removed. Also we can try out with the index value also. I want to str num list dot pop 1. So if you see, if I run this, the pop 1 means I want to remove the item which is there in the index 1. So now we have Ram, Mohan, 1, 2, 4. Ram is 0th index and 1 is the Mohan. Okay, Mohan is the first index. So if I say str num list pop 1, you see Mohan is removed. And if you want to see whether this is really removed or not, we can say print str num list. Okay, you see now Mohan is not there, Ram 1 2 4 is there. Like that you can do it. Okay, and then you can also combine two lists. I've created two separate lists, list 1 which contains string as ABC, list 2 which contains integers as 1 2 3, and the list 3 what I've done, I have added both list 1 as well as list 2 which is combined as a list 3. Now if I print that, both will be combined in one list. Okay, so like this you can use lists in Python language for creating different types of list items. You can add, you can remove, you can manipulate the items in the list. And lists are very important if anyone wants to make a career in data science using Python or artificial intelligence or maybe machine learning, and they're more interested to do that by using the Python language, because in most of the areas, almost 70 to 80% of areas in AI as well as machine learning and data science, we used lists. So we have learned what we can do with lists. Okay, how we can create, how we can add, append, delete, remove, and how we can traverse as well as manipulate. So we have learned about lists today, and thank you. Please subscribe to our channel SPJK Technosoft and keep watching for the latest videos.
Hi friends, welcome to SPJK Technosoft YouTube channel. In this video you are going to learn about Python data structures, sets. What are sets? Sets additions, sets traversals, sets deletion. Do subscribe to our channel to get latest trending IT and pharma related free videos and webinars. Happy learning viewers.
Hi everyone, welcome to our channel SPJK Technosoft. In this video we are going to see the Python sets, part of data structures. So let us move ahead. What we are going to learn, again, what are sets, how we can add the elements in the sets, how we can traverse through the set, and how we can delete the elements in the sets. This is what we are going to learn today as a part of this video. So let me go to my editor so that I can show you that. Yeah, as always I am using this Jupyter notebook. Okay, so today we are going to look into Python sets. So set, by definition, you can see set is a collection which is unordered and unindexed. In Python, sets are written with the curly brackets. So within the curly brackets we can write the sets. So how to create that? Let us see. Again, I have created a variable this set and I have created three values. If I print this, you can see that it has printed the three values. Okay, so likewise what we have done in lists as well as in set in tuples, we can do the same thing in set also, where we can traverse through the set. Okay, and we can also use the in operator to see whether the particular element or particular item is there in the particular set or not. So you can see if I print banana in this set as data in this set, so it is showing me as a true. So boolean true means this means it exists. If I provide any other value just to check, if I say okay, just I will misspell this so that it will show me the false, because there is nothing called as banan, right? So BANAN does not exist, but BANANA there. Okay, and then how to add items to the set. So we can simply say this set dot add, and it will add a item called as orange. So let us print this. You see orange has been added to this. Okay, then again if you want to update, so this set dot update. Okay, and what I want to update, I want to update orange, mango and grapes. So let us see. we print that, see. So once I pass the values orange, mango and grapes, it has been appended at the end of the set. Okay, so this is how we can use the update command in the sets. And suppose we want to see the length of it, same length command which we have used for the lists as well as tuples, we can use it. If I say want to see the length, it will show me the length. Okay, so likewise, if I want to remove any of the items from the set, I can easily do that by using the remove method. Okay, so let me run this. I want to remove the cherry, so cherry has been removed. Now it is printing apple and banana. Okay, and if I move, I can also use the discard function to remove any of the items. The difference is that if I use the remove function, and once the item is deleted, if I again want to run this, so it will throw me an error stating that that particular item does not exist. You see, it is giving an error that it does not exist, right? But if I use the discard function, okay, if I use the discard function, and see, it is printing banana and cherry because I have discarded the apple. Now suppose the next time if I execute the same statements, it won't throw me an error. Okay, the reason is that although the apple is not there, and I have already commented that, but it is not going to throw the error for me. So the difference between remove and discard is that remove throws an error if that particular element does not exist, but the discard method does not throw an error even the element has been deleted. It will only print the rest of the elements. Okay, so that is the difference between the remove method and the discard method. Okay, and you can also delete the particular item. So generally it deletes the last item. Okay, but because it is unordered, so we won't know which item it is going to delete. Okay, so we can remove the item by using pop method, but I said x this dot pop. So because I used the pop function, it has deleted banana here. Okay, you can see it is showing that banana has been deleted, only cherry and apple unordered. Because if you have seen the definition, set is a collection which is unordered and unindexed. That is the reason the pop function, when we use it, it basically deletes one of the elements, and we don't know which element it is going to remove because it is an unordered set. Unordered set. Yeah. Okay. So we can also use the clear method, which totally clears the set or empties the set. So we can use this set dot clear, and you see the set is now totally empty. We can also delete the set. Now what we are doing, we are not clearing the elements, but we are deleting the set. So this time if I say this set and I mention delete it, then so it will throw error. The reason is that this set has been totally deleted now. So the difference between clear and delete is that clear will clear the elements, but the set, this set will still exist with the empty elements. Here we are deleting this set, so it will be totally removed. Okay, like that we can combine two sets, okay, by using the union method, you see, and also we can update, means it will add at the end of the set. So these are the two methods we can use it to either combine both the sets into one set. Also we can mention that, okay, I want to append at the end of the particular set. So in this case we can also use the update function or a union function. Okay, so this is how we can use sets and we can do different operations in Python. So keep watching our latest videos. We'll come up with more videos. Please subscribe to our channel SPJK Technosoft for further updates. Thank you.
Thank you viewers for your time. I hope you have gained some knowledge from this video. Don't forget to subscribe our channel and press the bell icon to get latest trending technology videos. For any further queries, please reach us at info@spjktechnosoft.com. Please like, share and subscribe our channel. Thank you and goodbye.
Hi friends. Welcome to SPJK Technosoft YouTube channel. In this video you are going to learn about Python data structures, tuples, tuples additions, tuples traversals, tuples deletion. Do subscribe to our channel to get latest trending IT and pharma related free videos and webinars. Happy learning viewers.
Hello everyone, welcome to our channel SPJK Technosoft. Today in this video we are going to see about tuples. Okay, and we already released previously lists, which was also part of Python basics data structure. Okay, so let us see the agenda. We are going to see what are tuples, how we can add tuples, how we can traverse through tuples, how we can delete the tuples. Okay, so let me move on to the editor quickly so that I can show you in practical. So as you can see, I am using Jupyter notebook because I feel it is more interactive and user friendly, but as per your requirement and as per your comfort, you can use any of the editors which are available. Okay, so as I mentioned, tuples, you can see the definition of tuple. It says that it is a collection which is ordered and unchangeable. In Python, tuples are written with the round brackets. So tuples cannot be changed like lists. Lists we can change, we can alter, we can modify, but tuples cannot be changed. Okay. So how to create a tuple? You can see I have created a variable and I have assigned a list of values to the tuple. And if I want to print it, I can print it. Okay. Same if I want to access using the index number, I want to see the first index, which is orange, because in Python the elements start with the 0th index, as I told you in my earlier video also. Yeah, and we can also do the negative index of it. -1 is the cherry, then -2 is orange, and -3 is apples. If I say -1, you see it will print the cherry. If I say -2, okay, it prints orange. Okay, like that. We can also do the minus indexing, and we can print the tuple. We can also see the range of the tuples like we have seen in the list. Okay, I want to see from the second index till the 5th one. So we should always remember that the index start with the 0, and if I say the end index is 5, it's always -1, means it will show till the 4th one. Now it is 0, 1, 2, from avocado it will start 3 and 4. 5th is melon, so melon won't be included because it is always n-1, so 5 minus 1, that is 4 till the 4th element. So let us see. You can see that these 3 elements have been printed. Okay, same if you want to convert a tuple, sorry, if you want to assign a value to a tuple, we cannot do that. As I mentioned that we cannot change the tuples. So what we need to do, we need to convert that to a list, then we can change the values. So what I am doing it, we have created a variable x where we have a tuple which contains 3 elements. Now what I have done, I have actually assigned the tuple to a variable called y. Now it is a list. Okay, and now I can change the value of the list. Let us see. So you can see that now the first element, first index, that is banana, which has been changed to kiwi. Like that. We can also traverse through the list using the for loops. Okay, and we can also use the in operator to see whether the particular element exists in the tuple or not. Okay, you see, this is what the right. Same, we want to print the number of items in the tuple. So I want to basically see the length of it. If I say length, it will print the length of the particular tuple. Okay, and also because we, as I told you, we cannot add any of the elements once it is created to the tuple. Okay, so if I try to create a or try to add a element to this particular tuple, it will throw an error. You can see it is saying that tuple object does not support item assignment. Okay. So if you want to create tuple with only one element, just remember that we need to provide a comma here. Otherwise, it will take it as a generic string. Okay. So if I print this, you can see the first one, because I have provided the comma, it is taking as a tuple. Class is tuple. The second one, I did not provide a comma, so it is taking as a string. So now if I want this to be created as a tuple itself, then what we need to do, we need to add a comma. Now see, both the variables are showing as a class tuple. Okay. So, and if you want to delete the tuple, you can use the del keyword. And if I use this del keyword, you see, because the tuple has been deleted here. So before deletion, it has printed, right? We got these three values, and after deletion, because the tuple does not exist, so it is saying that name this tuple is not defined because we have deleted this tuple. Okay. Also, we can join two tuples. Okay, like we have done in the list, and we can assign that to the new variable called tuple3, and if I print, both will be joined. Okay. So this is how we can use tuples in Python, and we can use different values. We can add, traverse through the list, we can delete it. Okay. So today we have learned about tuples. So keep watching our channel SPJK Technosoft, and please subscribe to our channel for the latest videos. Thank you.
Thank you viewers for your time. I hope you have gained some knowledge from this video. Don't forget to subscribe our channel and press the bell icon to get latest trending technology videos. For any further queries, please reach us at info@spjktechnosoft.com. Please like, share and subscribe our channel. Thank you and goodbye.
Hello everyone, welcome to our channel SPJK Technosoft. Today in this video we are going to see about tuples. Okay, and we already released previously lists, which was also part of Python basics data structure. Okay, so let us see the agenda. We are going to see what are tuples, how we can add tuples, how we can traverse through tuples, how we can delete the tuples. Okay, so let me move on to the editor quickly so that I can show you in practical. So as you can see, I am using Jupyter notebook because I feel it is more interactive and user friendly. But as per your requirement and as per your comfort, you can use any of the editors which are available. Okay, so as I mentioned, tuples, you can see the definition of tuple. It says that it is a collection which is ordered and unchangeable. In Python, tuples are written with the round brackets. So tuples cannot be changed like lists. Lists we can change, we can alter, we can modify, but tuples cannot be changed. Okay. So how to create a tuple? You can see I have created a variable and I have assigned a list of values to the tuple. And if I want to print it, I can print it. Okay. Same if I want to access using the index number, I want to see the first index, which is orange, because in Python, the elements start with the 0th index, as I told you in my earlier video also. Yeah, and we can also do the negative index of it. -1 is the cherry, then -2 is orange, and -3 is apples. If I say -1, you see it will print the cherry. If I say -2, okay, it prints orange. Okay, like that. We can also do the minus indexing, and we can print the tuple. We can also see the range of the tuples like we have seen in the list. Okay, I want to see from the second index till the 5th one. So we should always remember that the index start with the 0, and if I say the end index is 5, it's always -1, means it will show till the 4th one. Now it is 0, 1, 2. From avocado it will start 3, and 4. Fifth is melon, so melon won't be included because it is always n minus 1. So 5 minus 1, that is 4 till the fourth element. So let us see. You can see that these 3 elements have been printed. Okay. Same, if you want to convert a tuple, sorry, if you want to assign a value to a tuple, we cannot do that. As I mentioned that we cannot change the tuples. So what we need to do, we need to convert that to a list, then we can change the values. So what I am doing it, we have created a variable x where we have a tuple which contains 3 elements. Now what I have done, I have actually assigned the tuple to a variable called y. Now it is a list. Okay, and now I can change the value of the list. Let us see. So you can see that now the first element, first index, that is banana, which has been changed to kiwi. Like that, we can also traverse through the list using the for loops. Okay, and we can also use the in operator to see whether the particular element exists in the tuple or not. Okay, you see, this is what the right. Same, we want to print the number of items in the tuple. So I want to basically see the length of it. If I say length, it will print the length of the particular tuple. Okay, and also because we, as I told you, we cannot add any of the elements once it is created to the tuple. Okay, so if I try to create a or try to add a element to this particular tuple, it will throw an error. You can see it is saying that tuple object does not support item assignment. Okay, so if you want to create a tuple with only one element, just remember that we need to provide a comma here, otherwise it will take it as a generic string. Okay, so if I print this, you can see the first one, because I have provided the comma, it is taking as a tuple, class is tuple. The second one I did not provide a comma, so it is taking as a string. So now if I want this to be created as a tuple itself, then what we need to do, we need to add a comma. Now see, both the variables are showing as a class tuple. Okay, so and if you want to delete the tuple, you can use the del keyword, and if I use this del keyword, you see, because the tuple has been deleted here, so before deletion it has printed, right? We got these 3 values, and after deletion, because the tuple does not exist, so it is saying that name this tuple is not defined because we have deleted this tuple. Okay, also we can join 2 tuples, okay, like we have done in the list, and we can assign that to the new variable called tuple3, and if I print, both will be joined. Okay, so this is how we can use tuples in Python, and we can use different values. We can add, traverse through the list, we can delete it. Okay, so today we have learned about tuples. So keep watching our channel SPJK Technosoft, and please subscribe to our channel for further latest videos. Thank you.
Hi friends, welcome to SPJK Technosoft YouTube channel, your one-stop IT and pharma training platform. In this video you are going to learn about Python data structures, dictionaries, what are dictionaries, dictionary additions, dictionary traversals, dictionary deletion. Do subscribe to our channel to get latest trending IT and pharma related free videos and webinars. Happy learning viewers.
In this video, we are going to see about Python dictionaries. So dictionaries are also part of data structures. So what we are going to learn today, what are dictionaries, how we can add items to dictionaries, how we can traverse to the dictionaries, and how we can delete the elements in the dictionary. So let me open my editor. Yeah, again I am using Jupyter notebook as my editor. You can opt for any of the editors which are available in the market. So dictionary, you can see the definition. A dictionary is a collection which is unordered, changeable and indexed. So we can change the values in dictionary like we do it for the lists. And in Python, dictionaries are written with the curly braces and they have keys and values. So each and every dictionary is being created with a certain key and a value. For example, I have taken a variable thisdict and I have created a dictionary, and if you see, the brand is a key and the value for it is a Ford. Same model will be key and the value is Mustang, and year again it is a key and the value is 1964. So if we execute this, you see we are getting the keys as well as value. The first one brand Ford, model is Mustang, and the year of manufacturing, that is 1964. Okay, so like that we can, if we want to see only a particular key, we can assign that to a particular variable and we can try to print that, and you can see that I am only looking for the value model, so I got Mustang as a model. Okay, and also if I assign the value thisdict.get model to X, you can see it is going to print the value as Mustang. So the model is a key here. Okay, so like that we can change values, as we have seen in the definition that dictionary values can be changed. So we are trying to change the value for the year key. So instead of 1964, it will be 2018. Okay, if we print this dict, see the value has changed to 2018. Okay, like that. As we do it for lists, sets or tuples, we can also traverse through the dictionary by using a for loop. Okay, and we can see a particular value also by using that. Okay, and if we want a particular value using the for loop, we can use the for loop and this dict.values, so that we can get all the values for that particular dictionary. Same, if you want to see both the values as well as the keys, we can use the for loop, where we are taking x and y as two variables and we are actually trying to put all the items which contains both key and values, and we are printing both keys as well as values. We are getting the values. Okay, so like that we can manipulate or traverse through a particular dictionary by using if conditions. I want to see whether if model in this dict, whether model is there or not. So if I say yes, model is one of the keys in the this dictionary. Also, likewise, as we do in lists, sets as well as tuples, we can also find the length of the dictionary. Okay, we can add the items. If we want to add one more key and value, we can do that. You see, color and red. Color is a key and red is a value for this. Okay, also we can remove it by using the pop function. Okay, if I say this dict.pop model, I want to remove model, I remove it, and you see now when it is printing, model is not there. And if I use pop item, it will remove the last inserted item. You see, so here is not there because here is the last inserted item here. Okay, and we can also remove with the key name. I want to remove the model. Okay, so I say del this dict model, so model is removed and you can see brand and year has been printed. Like that we can use the del keyword to delete the entire dictionary. Okay, del this dict, if I say enter, it is giving an error because we have removed the entire dictionary. Now if you print, it throws an error that this dict is not defined. We can also clear the dictionary. In this case, all the elements will be cleared, but the dictionary, this dict will be available. You see, this dict is still there, only the items has been cleared. Okay, we can also create a copy of it by making this dict dot copy by running this function copy function or copy method. You see, this dict is one item, sorry, one dictionary, and I have created one more my dict, and if I print this dict also, it will give the same values. You see, so I have created another copy called as my dict. So likewise, you can do a lot of operations using the Python dictionaries, and the dictionaries are also very important if a person wants to make a career in Python, data science, or artificial intelligence, or machine learning. So because we mostly use lists as well as dictionaries for creating any kind of models or doing most of the or around 80% of the work in creating any kind of model creation, or maybe defining anything, any new logics or any new models in the machine learning as well as data science. So this is what we have learned today. Thank you.
Thank you viewers for your time. I hope you have gained some knowledge from this video. Don't forget to subscribe our channel and press the bell icon to get latest trending technology videos. For any further queries, please reach us at info@spjktechnosoft.com. Please like, share and subscribe our channel. Thank you and goodbye.
Hello all, welcome to our channel SPJK Technosoft. So today, as a part of Statistics for Data Science Part 1, we are going to discuss about measure of central tendency. And if you see the definition, it says that measure of central tendency is a single value that attempts to describe a set of data by identifying the central position within that set of data. And if you look into the entire definition, basically we can calculate the measure of central tendency by either using mean, median and mode. And how to do that we are going to see in the next coming slides. So start with mean. Mean is average. So the mean is equal to the sum of all the values in the data set divided by the number of values in the data set, and it is usually denoted by X bar. So let's go for an example. So looking at the retirement age distribution, you can see there are 11 data sets, and to calculate the mean we need to sum up all the data sets, all the data points in the data sets, which is equal to 583, and then dividing that particular sum by the number of observations of the data point, that is 11, and it equals to 53 years. So mean for this particular data set is 53 years. So now going to the next one, which is median. Median is middle value. So to select median or to calculate a median, we need to either sort the data in the ascending or the descending order and then pick up the middle value. And how to do that? Let us see an example for median. Again, for the retirement age, we have sorted the data of 11 observations in the ascending order, and if you observe, we see that 55 is the middle value for this. So this is the median for that. If you see, 5 data points are in the left and 5 data points are in the right to the middle value, which is 55. So in our case, in our data set of 11 observations, 55 is the median value. And then next is mode. Mode is most number of occurrences. The frequent occurrence of any data point is taken as a mode. So how to calculate the mode? So again, going with the age distribution, if you see the below distribution, the left column is age, right column is frequency. So the number of the ages have been given in the age column, and the frequency, the number of times it has occurred, has been given in the frequency column, and if you see that 67 has occurred 3 times, where others have occurred either 1 or 2 times. So in our case, the mode will be 67 because it has occurred more number of times, that is 3, and that is the reason the mode for this particular data set, which has 11 observation, is 67 years. So this is how we can calculate mean, median, and mode, and which is also called as a measure of central tendency in statistics. Thank you. Please subscribe to our video channel SPJK Technosoft for more updates.
Hi friends, welcome to SPJK Technosoft YouTube channel. In this video you are going to learn about measure of spread in statistics like range, variance, standard deviation. Do subscribe to our channel to get latest trending IT and pharma related free videos and webinars. Happy learning viewers.
Today we are going to see measure of spread in statistics. So in measure of spread, we have basically 3 things. One is range, the second one is variance, and standard deviation. We will understand how we can find out each and every values by measuring range, variance, and standard deviation as a part of measure of spread. Let us move ahead. So range in statistics, the range is a measure of spread. So it's the difference between the highest value and the lowest value in the data set. Suppose you have a data set of say 10 or 20, maybe 100 values. So the highest value minus the lowest value is always known as range. So in this example, if you can see, we have some data set. Okay, and if we sort the data set in the ascending order, okay, smallest to big, and then if we subtract the smallest number from the largest number in the set, so the smallest number in the set is 7 and the largest number in the set is 110, and 110 minus 7 is 103, which is also called as range in statistics. Okay, this is one of the measures, the first one. Then we will move on to the next one, which is variance. So variance formula is sum of x minus x mean, the whole square, divided by total number of samples minus 1. This is the generic formula which we use for variance. We are going to see this with an example. Let us see. So we are going to calculate both the variance as well as standard deviation. So first of all, let us add up all the numbers in a given data set. We have a data set which is 9, 21, 98, 203, 17 and 9. And if we add it, the sum comes up 351. And then in the step 2, we need to square the answer. That is 351 into 351. This is what the value is, 123, 201. And then divide by the number of items. We have 6 items in our example. So the total sum of the square divided by the total number of items. So it comes up to 20,533.5. Okay. So now for the moment we'll keep this aside, and in step 3 what we are going to do, we are going to square each and every number. We are going to square 3 into 3, 21 into 21, 98 into 98, 203 into 203, 17 into 70 and 9 into 9, and then we will sum it up. So you can see once we actually square each and every number, okay, then if we sum it, then the sum of all the squares will come up to 51,633. Then the next step is that we are going to subtract the amount in step 2. Okay, the step 2 amount is 123,201, and here we got 51633. So 51633 minus the amount which we got in step 2, okay, that we are going to subtract it, that is 20,533.5, and then we get a value 31,099.5. okay, then we'll keep this also aside now, and then what we are going to do, subtract 1 from the number of items in our data set. For example, we had 6 items in our data set, okay, and minus 1, because if you see the variance formula here, it is n minus 1 divided by n minus 1. So now what we are going to do, we are going to subtract 1, and then 6 minus 1 is 5. Then if we want to pick out the variance, what we are going to do, we are going to divide this particular amount, okay, this particular amount by 5, which is 6219.9, and this is what the variance is. And standard deviation is always the square root of variance. So if we take out the square root of variance, it is 78.86634. So this is how we are going to calculate variance and standard deviation for any given data set. Okay. So now what we have learned, the measure of spread, which is basically range. Range is highest value minus the lowest value. Okay. Then the variance we have calculated, then the standard variation, which is square root of the variance. Okay. So this is how we calculate the measure of spread in statistics. So we'll come up with more videos and with different statistical approach, and so that you can enjoy and you can learn a lot of things. Please keep watching SPJK Technosoft for further updates, and please subscribe to our channel SPJK Technosoft. Thank you.
Thank you viewers for your time. I hope you have gained some knowledge from this video. Don't forget to subscribe our channel and press the bell icon to get latest trending technology videos. For any further queries, please reach us at info@spjktechnosoft.com. Please like, share and subscribe our channel. Thank you and goodbye.
Hi friends, welcome to SPJK Technosoft, your one-stop training platform. Today we are going to learn about the topic NumPy, numerical Python. What is NumPy? Why I kept the title NumPy simplified. Packages used in NumPy. Demo of NumPy using Jupyter Notebook. In order to get latest technology and pharma-related videos, please subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon. Happy learning, viewers.
Hello everyone, welcome to our channel SPJK Technosoft. Today we are going to see about NumPy. Okay, so it's a numerical Python library, and we can do a lot of stuff by using this NumPy, all the numerical stuff using this NumPy library, like arithmetic. We can process different types of arrays. Okay, we can use different types of functions related to statistics and other areas. So let us see. I have named it as NumPy simplified because definitely after this session you will feel much more comfortable in using this NumPy library. So by definition, NumPy is a Python package. As I mentioned, it stands for numerical Python. It consists of all the multidimensional array objects. Okay, and it was developed by Jim Agnin, and Travis Oliphant created NumPy package by incorporating the features of NumArray. So into numeric package, there are many contributions to this open source project. So operations, as I discussed, you can perform mathematical, logical operations, Fourier transformation and routines for shape manipulation, operations related to linear algebra. NumPy has built-in functions for linear algebra and random number generation. So let us see this practically. Let me open the Jupyter Notebook. So this is Jupyter Notebook, and I basically use Jupyter Notebook because it is more interactive, and I felt that we can the user interface is very good and interactive. We can easily understand by using the Jupyter Notebook. So this is the library. First of all, we need to import the library. Okay, NumPy is a library name, and I am importing as NP because always using NumPy will be difficult for us, right? So I have abbreviated that as Numpy. So wherever we are going to use NumPy or NumPy functions, so we are going to just present it as a NP. Okay, So as I mentioned that it has a lot of inbuilt functions like a cost function, square root function, log function. So okay. So once we have imported everything, NumPy library, so we can use the print command. Print is the Python command to see the functions how it is working. Okay. So first of all, let me just remove all the outputs so that we can. Yeah. So now we don't have any outputs. So let us go with the importing of NumPy. Okay, then what I will do, I will run this command. Let us see. So see mp cost, okay, dot cost dot mp dot pi. So it is giving value of -1. Same for square root, 2.21 square root is this, right? And the log. So if you see the log, calculate the log 5.3, it will be 5.3. Okay, so this was the cos, square root as well as log function. Same, we can create different functions. So we are creating a array of 4 values. Okay, then we are storing it in a variable called vector, that is VEC, and we are going to print it. Okay, so once we are going to print this, we'll get the output of this, and then we are creating a matrices. Okay, matrices of MP array. So again we are creating list under list, where there is, this is one array, the second array and the third array. So we will be seeing this. Okay, once we print the matrices, it will show in a different way, and as well as matrices.t, t is a transpose. So we'll see how the output comes so that I can explain. Now you see the first one, it's just a simple array, created it. Okay, now what we are doing, we are basically creating a arrays of the list of lists, right? Then it will be converted to matrices. Now you see this is what in the form of matrices, right? So the first one is basically the first column, first row, right? Then this one, second row, then this third row, right? And then it got printed. So matrices is d.t, it's a transpose. So transpose is nothing but like this particular one which was there in row, right? It will be converted into column. Can you see that? 1, 2, 1, 2. The second row, again it is got converted to the second column, and the third row to third column. So it's a transpose of it, right? And then again we can use a arrange function. Arrange function, how it works is, so 0 till 15. So last one not included, right? So it will only print from the 0 till the 14th one. That is how the arrange works. Okay, so arrange is again one of the functions of NumPy. Then we can print it, and again any arrange we can give the step also. Step is nothing but we want to print the values from 3 to 22. Again 22 is not included, last one. 22 is not included, last but one. So that is why 21. And the step should be 6. This means it should print 3. Then after that, again step 6 means 3. After that 9. Then after that 15, like that, right? So till 21. So let us see the output. You see, the first one 0 to 15, as I told you, 15 not included. So till 14. The second one, the step is 6. So first 3, then 9, 15, 21. Right? So like that, we can use these particular functions of NumPy to manipulate this. Again, Linspace is one of the functions which is being used in NumPy. So we will see how it works. You see. So first I have given that I want from 0 to 5. So in this 5 will also be included. Okay, 0 to 5, and I want 10 numbers in between 0 to 5 with equal spacing. Okay, so it should be, spacing should be, or the values should be equally distributed. Okay, so now you see the first one is 0, then 0.555, like that, 1.111, and if you see all together the last one is 5, because 5 will be included in Linspace, but in arrange the defined last one is generally excluded. So if it was if it was arrange, it will be only 0 to 4, but because it's a Linspace, it will be from 0 to 5. And how many numbers I want? I want 10 numbers equally distributed from 0 to 5. You got it. Say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Right? Then we are reshaping it. So reshape is again, it will be converted to arrays. You see this one reshaped it to this. Okay. And then when you reshape it, basically say if I want to print say vect4, when I use the reshape function, so basically it will only show me the content in the reshaped version, but if you see practically vect4 has been not converted to or not reshaped, right? It is in the same old format only, like this. To convert that, we will use one variable called vect4.reshaped, where we will be basically storing the value of vect4.reshaped. Now if I print this, it will be in a reshaped form. This is one, right? So like that. Again, I can create zeros and ones. Okay, 5, 3, 3, 5. I want to create that, right? And I is nothing but identifier. We'll see how it works. Now you see, I have created 5:3, 5 rows, 3 columns. I want only zeros. Then again 3:5, 3 rows, 5 columns. I only want ones, right? Now identifier. Identifier is nothing but it will give all the values 0 except for the diagonal one. If you see diagonal one, for first row, first column is 1, second row, second column is 1, like that. For the last row, last column is 1. If you see diagonal, all ones. So this is what the function of I. Okay. Then again, likewise, we can use this. We have already used the arrange. Okay, we can multiply, we can add, we can divide, right? So this kind of we can find out the square root of it. So we can use for different purposes. Okay, this np.arrange. So numpys can be used for different purposes. Let us see values. Okay, the first one I want 1 to 6. That is again I told you arrange. It will take till the last but one, right? So it has taken till 5. The second one it has taken till 7. Now what we are saying, we have printed that. Now we are saying vec5 plus vec6 means I want to add these two, right? So 3 plus 1 4, 4 plus 2 6, 5 plus 3 8, 6 plus 4 10, and 7 plus 1 7 plus 5 12, like that, right? And then again vec5 into vec6. Now this is the multiplication. 3 into 1, you see 1, 4 into 2 8, 5 into 3 15, 6 into 4 24, and 7 into 5 35. Okay, like that. Square root. Here we have divided it 1 by vec5, so this is what the divisible values. And then last one, this one, square root, right? So this is the square root of vec6, right? Like that. You can use a mathmal function also which can multiply. So there are two values, matrices and vec. I want to multiply it, right? So I use this. See, it goes multiplied and we are getting these values, right? Now we can also play with the string part. You see, vec7 np.array, and this is what the list, right? List of arrays. So we are converting that into a list. And if you print vec7, it will give you all the values, and if you print the unique values of vec7, it will only give the unique values. There could be 2 oranges, right? 2 purple. It will give the unique value. Let us see. You can see the first one we got everything. Okay, the second one we only got the unique. So because we are using the unique function of the numpy. Okay, same we can generate random number by using random.rand function. 5 into 5 I want to generate, right? And then what I want to do, I want to generate 10.5. Okay, let us see what will be the output of that. You see, 5 into 5, 5 rows and 5 columns. Okay, and then 10 into 5, right? 10, 5. So 10 rows with 5 columns. So like that you can generate this. We can also use the statistical function, like we are using mean and standard deviation. So once we hit that mean and standard deviation, we'll get this. This is the mean of that, and this is the standard deviation, right? We can also find out what is the minimum and maximum values. Okay, so minimum and maximum values, you see, this is the minimum value 0, 0, 8263, and the maximum value is 350 rand.mat2 above, right? So like that, you can find out the min and max of that. Again, we are using the rand function. Just one more example how to we can access the entries in numpy vector. So you see the sixth element we want to access, right? So the sixth one, -1. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is the sixth one, right? So this is the value which we are going to get it. Like that, from 4 to 9. So from 4th till 9th. Okay, right? So as I mentioned that in Python, generally the indexes start with 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay. And this is the fourth one, right? So fourth. So 3, 9, 2, 9, 6, you can see. And it will end with 9 minus 1. Means the 9th one will be excluded. So this is the fourth one, right? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It won't include this. Okay, so from 4th till 9th. So from 4th till the 9th. So 9th is which one? This is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this is the 9th one. So it won't include 9. So from this till this, it will be calculated. So this is the fourth one, right? And this is the 9 minus 1, but the 8th one. Because of the 0th index, 9th will come at the 8th index, right? So you can see these values, right? Like that we can do. Again, we are using a range function, just one of the examples again, right? And in arrange also we want 1, 2, right? You see, we are getting the values. Okay. Same, we want 0, colon 2. This is slicing, and again 1, 3, right? Again 1, 3, 3, 5 should be 0. So what I am assigning it, okay, that these values should be 0. And if you see this, the first one got printed properly. Now if you see, what I am doing is that I want that colon equals to 3. Okay. So sorry, this one, yeah, 1, 3, 3, 5 should be 0. So if you see 1, 3. So this is first row, right? And 0, 1, 2, 3. So this is the third, right? Until what? 3, 5. So 0, 1, 2, 3. 3, 5, this one, right? Till this values, all should be marked as 0. And this is what it is doing it, right? In the next case, what I'm saying that everything should be 3, right? So you see, submat, okay, equals to 3. So the first time it printed all the values, right? 0, 2 till 0, 3. Now I am saying that colon means all values, right? I want to make it as 3. Now see, it's automatically got converted to 3. Okay. So if I print randmat, that will be the same values. Now see, because it is having 3's and as well as 0's, right? Like that we can make a copy of that, right? Okay. Here we want to have print greater than 0, right? As well as list greater than 0. So you see there are two types of values. So in the second one it is giving us false or true because I am asking whether it is greater than 0 or not. Wherever it is greater than 0, okay, it will give true. Minus 0 is not greater than 0, right? So it is giving false, like that all the values. And the next one, we are asking them to print the list which is greater than 0. So here it is printing it, okay. Like that we can manipulate it. Here we are again doing the same thing, where we want all the values to be greater than 0. Initial all the values of rand underscore mat2, and then we want to print only which is greater than 0. So you see all the values which is greater than 0 has been printed, okay. So all values greater than 0.5 should be marked as -1 in this case. Okay. So first you see it will print all the values and all the value which is 0.5 and greater, right? 0.5 and greater. You see that will be marked as 5. This one, right? Then again top one because it is greater than 0.5, like that. Everything has been marked as -5, which is greater than 0.5. Okay. So like we can use slicing and dicing of arrays using lists in arrays. Okay. And we can do different operations. Here also you can see we are printing the a value. Then what we want one column. So first row, what after that. So you see this is ignored. Okay. And this is because it will start from 0th, right? So 0, this is 1 till end, one column means one after everything. So now one column means you see 3 4 5 4 5 6 has been printed, right? Like this. So again we can use the sorting function. See, we are using the sort function. You see this is the actual array, and then after applying the sort function, okay, it becomes 3 1 7 and 9, right? And sorting at axis 0. So if you are going to sort that at axis 0, it will be 3 1 and 9 7. So what is it? 1 3 and 7 and 9. So this is how it is getting sorted out. We can also create functions. So def is the keyword where we can create functions in Python. So I've already created one more video on functions, classes, and other Python libraries, as well as the loops and constructs. You can see that for further details how we can create and use functions. So def function and keyword, and I want to return a length of it. Okay. So what I have done, I have created one tuple. It's a sort of a tuple where I am having the values. Sorry, I am having the values of 3 fruits, that is apple, banana, and cherry. Okay. So I am printing it, but what I want a length of each and every fruit. Okay. So apple should give me say 5, banana should give me 6, and cherry should give me 6. So let us see, print it. You see 5 6 6. Okay. So like that. So like that you can also print the x value where you will get, it is a map. So we have created a map right here, and then another function where we want to return a plus b. Okay. So let us hit this. See, apple, orange, because there are two maps. So apple is combined with orange, banana with lemon, and pineapple with cherry, right? So like that we can do different types of operations in maps, okay, by using Numpy array. And again we can also create graphs. I have created a graph. You see x and y, there are two axes. I have taken some random values. I am creating a scatter plot. Okay, so you see a scatter plot like this values, right? Another one with the slope, intercept, standard error, and those things we are creating. You see, we got with the slope and others, right? And then we want to create another one by using, so one more thing, like we are using a function of stats by using a SciPy library, right? So from SciPy we can import the stats library, and then what we are doing basically in the stats library, we have all these functions, right? Slope, intercept, and others. So we are using that. Okay, this is also part of Python pandas, right? And then the second one, we want to have a linear regression. We are getting the values, right? And then, okay, we want to understand what is the speed of it by again using the slope, intercept, standard linear regression, x and y values. So slope is nothing but linear regression is nothing but slope into x plus intercept, and we see the speed. Suppose we have 10 values, Okay, it is 85%. So like that we can use functions also in combination with pyplot. So you can see, you will see the plot here. Okay. Same, there are multiple examples which I have created. Okay. And again, more than one dimensions for a Numpy as a MP, you see. Okay. And again, this same examples. So I just want to go a bit fast. Okay. And then we'll see histogram, how we can create a histogram. I have again imported a pyplot. Okay. SPLT from matplotlib. Okay. And I imported Numpy as MP. It's already imported, so we can ignore this. And once I hit this, you'll see you will get a histogram, right? And again, these are certain. You will see a sine wave form. Okay. Again, I'm using a pyplot here. Okay. And also you can save and load the files. You can save your values. Okay. This is where you see I'm saving and then loading it. You can save the value in out.txt and again you can load it. So I've created one array which I have stored in out.txt and again I am loading that. I am finding the value as whatever it was there, right? So like that you can even create files and store there. Okay. And then you can do addition, multiplication, which I have already shown you. So that you can use it. You can see the same which we have seen earlier. So we can do a lot of manipulations in this, multiplication, dividing. Okay. So this is how you can use numpys. Okay. And it's very beneficial. Anyone who wants to make a career in data science or machine learning should have a very good understanding of numpys. So I hope this was a very good starting point for everyone. So please do subscribe to our channel SPJK Technosoft for further updates and further videos. And any kind of comments or feedback, please do provide to us. Thank you.
Thank you viewers for your time. I hope you have gained some knowledge from this video. You can follow us on Facebook. You can tweet us on Twitter. You can check our blog at blogspot.com. For more information, visit our website www.spjktechnosoft.com. Don't forget to subscribe our channel and press the bell icon to get latest trending technology videos. Please like, share, and subscribe our channel. Thank you and goodbye.
Hi friends, welcome to SPJK Technosoft, your one-stop training platform. In this video you are going to see the features of Hadoop 3.0, what is Hadoop, Hadoop Architecture, what's new in Hadoop 3, HDFS erasure coding, yarn timeline and architecture, support of opportunistic containers and distributed scheduling, supports more than 2 name nodes. In order to know full course details, email us at info@spjktechnosoft.com. Happy learning viewers. Intra Data Node Balancer.
Hello everyone, welcome to our channel SPJK Technosoft. Before moving ahead, please subscribe to our channel for further new videos as well as further updates. Thank you. Moving ahead, let us see. Yeah, so today as a part of this video, we are going to see Hadoop 3 architecture. So what are the things which have been added in Hadoop 3 as compared to Hadoop 2? And we'll compare both the versions to see what is there in Hadoop 3 so that we can utilize it for the big data solutions. Let us go into the agenda now. So we'll see what is Hadoop architecture, we'll see what's new in Hadoop 3, HDFS Erasure coding, yarn timeline and architecture, support of opportunistic containers and distributed scheduling, supports more than 2 name nodes, Intra data node balancer. So let's see what is Hadoop now. So Hadoop, as we all know, that it's a solution for big data problems. Okay, so it's a technology to store massive data in a commodity hardware so that we can do further analysis using big data tools. Right? So it consists of basically 3 core components. So HDFS is for the storage part, MapReduce is for the processing part, and Yarn is for the resource management. Moving ahead, so this is what the architecture generally we have. We have the name node, we have different data nodes, and we have the replication factor. Basically, each and every data which is there and which is divided into different blocks, it needs to be replicated 3 times for the fault tolerance part. And then we have the racks where the data nodes or the data node servers are stored. Yeah, so this is in brief the architecture of Hadoop. So to see all the Hadoop application in a nutshell, I have just provided a pictorial representation where you have the MapReduce data processing, Yarn resource management, and Hadoop. And on top of that, there are different type of application which can be utilized with integration of Hadoop for different purposes, like big Hive for doing scripting, doing ETL processing or querying it. And then we have a Mahout, which is for machine learning. And then HBase, again, it's a NoSQL. We have Scoop. Scoop is basically used to transmit the data from SQL to the HDFS, from HDFS to SQL. So that is the reason name came as Scoop. Flume, we can transmit live data from Twitter or other sources using Flume. So these are the few of the tools which can be used to process the HDFS file systems or the data which is stored in the HDFS. So moving ahead, so 2x design. So this was basically a 2x design where we have a name node, we have different types of data nodes, and then whenever there is any kind of data which comes in, it is basically divided into the different blocks. So the block size by default is 128, and then we need to make 3 replicas because of fault tolerant. Even if one of the node goes down, we will have the 2 data points still left. So that was the trend in 2x, where it was very simple, scalable, and robust. But the space occupation, if you see the space overhead here, it was 200% because of the replication. Okay, and it can tolerate maximum of 2 failures because there are only 3 replicas. So if 2 failures are there, third one, if it happens, we'll lose all the data. So this was the mechanism, or this was the architecture which was used for the 2x. Right? So what's new in Hadoop? Let us see. So if you see the features and the comparison between 2x and 3x, we see Java version, Java 7 is supported in 2x and Java 8 in 3x. Same fault tolerance, we use replication there. This is a very, very important update in Hadoop 3. Now we use a erasure coding. We'll see what is erasure coding here. Okay. And then storage schema, we used to do 3x replication, which is a 200% overhead, and erasure coding for data reliability reduces 50% overhead. Yarn timeline service, scalability issues, and now highly scalable and reliable. Okay, because of the Yarn timeline services. Standby name node, support only one standby node, supports only 2 or more standby name nodes. Heap management, we need to configure Hadoop heap size, provides auto tuning of heaps. So these are the few of the differences between 2x and 3x. Okay. And now we will move on to the HDFS erasure coding, which has actually subsided the replication part. So now in the Hadoop 3 version, we need not have to do a replication, but we can use this technology by which we can easily save a lot of space, disk space, which will ensure that the processing is very fast because of the lesser storage space which is occupied by the blocks. Okay, so just for an example, if you see 2x, okay, so in that, if you have a file of 700 MB, we generally used to split like this, right? B1, B2, B3, B4, B5, and B6. Total 700 MB, and the block size, as I mentioned, default is 128. So if you see, the total is 700 MB, and if I make replicas of 3, so that will come to 2100 MB, right? So considering the scaling factor of this, so if we have say petabytes of data, then the replication factor will be in petabytes only, right? So that will eat up a lot of space, and the processing will become slow, and there will be a lot of issues also to manage the redundancy of the data. So now what Erasure coding does, it's basically, it has been introduced by the Intel as well as Cloudera together. And say continuing with the same example, okay, once the data is split into several blocks in HDFS, it is passed on to EC, Erasure coding as input, which returns a number of parity blocks. So this is the new things which we need to understand, number of parity blocks. Okay, this process is known as encoding. So what basically it does is that it encodes the data and keeps it at one parity block. Okay, data plus parity blocks is known as encoding group. So the data as well as the parity blocks is known as encoding group. In case of a failure or erasure, the data can be reconstructed from this encoding group known as decoding. So let us see the pictorial representation. If you see, there is block A1, A2, right? Block B1, B2, and block C1, C2. And these blue ones, if you observe, these are nothing but parity blocks. Block A1 and block A2, it is there in block AP. Okay, because A parity, P is for parity. So if you see the example here, so it is saying that block A1 and A2 equals to block AP, which is containing block A1 and block A2. So if any of the blocks get erased or corrupted, so by using the erasure coding mechanism, okay, we can, because it is in encoding format, we can easily decode and we can return the data. So now just see an example. There are 6 blocks. If we are using 2x, we need to make replica of 3. 6 into 3, there will be 18. Now we are having only 9. So around 50% of storage space which we are saving, and in return, what it will happen is that whatever the transactions and other things we will be doing it, whatever the data manipulations or data access, okay, so that will become, the processing will become much faster in this erasure coding technique, right? And again, this is another pictorial representation, the same thing. Okay, so the raw data splitting into different data blocks, and it encodes and it creates a parity blocks which store both data and the parity, right? And if you see, there are so many data blocks. So if you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 into 4, it's 24 data blocks. But if 24 data blocks, if we need to replicate it, it will be around 72, right? But now you see this parity is how many are there? Only 12 are there. So we are saving around 10. It uses a logic, okay, k data blocks plus m parity blocks. Okay, so example, okay, if there are 6 blocks, there are 3 parity blocks for that. Okay, so this is how the erasure coding mechanism works. Okay, moving on to the next one, yarn architecture. As I told you that now, so this is architecture of the yarn, where you have containers, application masters, okay, node managers. So resource manager, client requests anything, goes to the node manager, and application master is started, then application master again, sorry, it goes to the application manager, or then application master picks up the job, it assigns the content to the containers, and it verifies whether the task is completed or not. So different data nodes is there, so where we have different node managers performing the different tasks. And if you see the status of this, so MapReduce status, it is marked as this arrow, job submission, so dashed one, node status in blue, and then resource request like this. So this is basically a yarn architecture in a pictorial representation. And yeah, one more feature which is there is support for opportunistic containers and distributed scheduling. Like, you know that because generally we have containers, and if the containers are idle, it basically sits in node manager. So in Hadoop 3, what it has done, the concept of execution type. If there are no resources available at the moment, then these containers wait at the node manager, right? So then opportunistic containers have low priority than guaranteed containers. If suppose guaranteed containers arrive in middle of the execution of opportunistic container, then later gets preempted. This happens to make room for the guaranteed containers. So that is where it is being divided into different groups. It is being segregated, the containers, and the whichever is required at the best point of time, that is being distributed and scheduled. Okay, and then so if we see still Hadoop 2 version, we have only one name node, and where there could be other standby name node, or we call it as a passive name node, where what it will happen is that regularly it keeps on updating its FS image files and edit logs and those things, right? So just to make sure that the replicas of the name node is maintained in the standby name node. So but now what, from this particular version 3 of Hadoop, we can have multiple name nodes, more than 2 name nodes basically, so that even if there are failure, so suppose I have a, just for an example, okay, I have a 3 or 4 name nodes, and even if 1 or 2 name nodes goes down, okay, so I can be assured that we have a name node which is still active and which is still being monitored properly, and it is interacting with data nodes and other resources properly. So that is what the new feature is there in Hadoop 3, which has made the system more highly available, right? So Intra data node balancer again. So a data node manages many disks, we know that, and so HDFS balancer is there, but what it does, that it basically addresses internode, so one node to other node, data skew, and not internodes. But from this Hadoop 3 version, internode balancer addresses this situation. We have a command line interface, that is HDFS disk balancer invokes this balancer. Okay, so in this way we can fine tune the internode also. So this were the I should say few of the major differences between Hadoop 2 and Hadoop 3. So for more details, you can write back to us at info@spjktechnosoft.com. Please do subscribe to our channel and provide your valuable feedback. Thank you.
Thank you viewers for your time. I hope you have gained some knowledge from this video. Don't forget to subscribe our channel and press the bell icon to get latest trending technology videos. For any further queries, please reach us at info@spjktechnosoft.com. Please like, share and subscribe our channel. Thank you and goodbye.
Hi friends, welcome to SPJK Technosoft YouTube channel. In this video you are going to learn about Hive. Hive is a data warehouse system which is used to analyze structured data. It is built on the top of Hadoop. It was developed by Facebook. In this video you are going to learn about following topics: what is Hive, Hive architecture, Hive data type, creation of database, creation of tables, loading data in tables, viewing data, dropping tables. Do subscribe to our channel to get latest trending IT, pharma and academic related free videos and webinars. Happy learning viewers.
Today we are going to learn about Apache Hive, and let us see what is there in Apache Hive and what we are going to learn. So we are going to learn what is Hive, what is the architecture of Hive, Hive data types, creation of database, how we can create a database in Hive, creation of tables, how we can create tables in the Hive database, loading data in tables. So basically Hive is a Hive is used to store huge amount of data from HDFS and other sources. So how we are going to load data into tables we are going to learn, and how we can view the data after storing it in the tables, and how we can drop the tables. So this is what the agenda for today. So beginning with what is Hive. So Hive is a data warehouse system which is used to analyze structured data. It is built on the top of Hadoop and it was developed by Facebook. So Hive provides the functionality of reading, writing and managing large data set. As I mentioned earlier, so it can manage large data sets, and most of the organization use Hive as a data warehouse or data marts also. Residing in distributed storage, it runs SQL-like queries. So all the queries, if somebody is familiar with SQL, he can easily understand and write different types of queries using HQL, that is Hive Query Language. And the Hive query language, again, it gets converted into MapReduce, but we need not have to be bothered about that because it's an internal conversion and running of the programs from Hive to the MapReduce jobs. So using Hive, we can skip the requirement of traditional approach of writing complex MapReduce programs. So we need not have to write a big, huge programs in Java and do a lot of troubleshooting in the coding. So we just need to write a simple queries which looks like SQL, and just we need to execute those queries, and internally it gets converted to MapReduce. So Hive supports data definition language, data manipulation language, and user defined functions also. So Hive architecture. So this is how it looks, Hive architecture. So if you see the services, we have web user interface, Hive server, command line interface, Hive driver, and we have a metastore where everything gets stored related to the Hive. And we have three protocols: thrift server, JDBC driver, and ODBC driver. And then, as I said, that it sits on top of HDFS, so it can easily get connected to HDFS and start working on the data, whether to upload or into the tables, or to store the data from tables to the HDFS location. So this is how the Hive architecture looks. And the data types, so these are data types: tiny int, small int, and big int. Integer types, floating types, we have float and double. And timestamps and date, we can use YYYMMDD format. And same continuation, we have string, varchar, and character. So we can also use data structure data types, which is struct, map, and array. So this is about the different data types which are there in the Hive. So how to create a database? So see, first to view all the database, if we go to the Hive interface, we say show databases, we will get all the databases listed. And we just need to write a simple command, create database and the database name. You see, create database and database name. So I've created one database called as demo. Okay, we'll see this in practical also. Creating tables. So once the database is created, we can create a table. So I want to create table demo.employee. Demo is my database name and employee is my table name, and these are attributes of the table. And then I want to limit the row format, delimited fields delimited by comma. So each and every field will be separated by a comma. Okay, so there are two types of tables which we can create: internal, as well as we can create an external table, okay, which will be stored in the, say, HDFS directory. So loading data in tables. So once you create the table, load data local in path, this is the command, and then the path from where the file exists, from which the data you want to load it into the table. Okay, and if your location is, say, HDFS, it's not in local, you just need to add the keyword local here. You can just say load data in path and the HDFS path here. Okay, and it will say loading data to table. Okay, demo.employee, because I want to load it in demo.employee. And then I want to see the content of the table. You can see these are the contents which are there in the particular table. So now I'm going to show you the demo in the tool. So this is Hive, okay, and I want to initially see what are the different databases we have, okay. So we have only employee database. What we will do, we'll create a database called demo, create database, and we'll name it as a demo. You see it is created. We will use the database because we need to use the database so that we can start creating tables in the database. We say use demo, okay. And I just want to see whether any tables are there or not in this demo. So there are no tables, so we'll create a table, okay. And so we'll just create one table here. So I had the code, so already I just copy pasted here, okay. So create table, okay, we want to create a table employee, and this will be the attributes as you have seen in the PPT, and I want to delimit that row formatted, delimited, and fields will be separated or terminated by comma, and I will hit see. So we got the table created. Now we need to actually load the data, okay. So we have the data in the file called employee.list. So let us see. Cloudera home, I have already created one file. See emp.list, okay. So we have these values here, okay. And what we are going to do, we are going to load these values to the employee table, okay. So now first of all let us see the employee table here. So select star from employee, okay. We need to see whether the table is empty or not. So you see there are no records in the table, so no data is there in the table. So now we are going to load the data in the table, okay. So again I had the code already, so just to save time I have copy pasted here, okay. So load data, so I want to load the data, so it is in local, okay. So in path, the path is /home/cloudera/emp list. So this is the location where I have my data, and I want to load it into the demo.employee table, okay. See, now it is loaded. Now if I say select star from employee, okay, now you see all the data which was there in the file impedance list is there, okay. And then we can easily drop the table. We can simply say that, okay, drop table and the table name. So I want to drop the table name, say employee. I can easily drop it. Say drop table name, and you say it is dropped. Now you say select star from employee. So it will give an error to us, you see, because the table is not there. So these are the few of the basics which we have learned, okay, in Hive. And for further updates, for the videos on Hive and other Hadoop related videos, please subscribe to our channel SPJK Technosoft. Thank you.
Thank you for your time. Please like and subscribe to this SPJK Technosoft channel to get more trending videos on latest technologies in IT and pharma industry for your amazing career. Goodbye, and don't forget to subscribe this channel.